Hello, you amazing explorers! Have you ever thought about dates on a calendar? They look like simple numbers, don't they? But what if I told you that every single date is like a secret key? A key that can unlock treasure chests filled with incredible stories, amazing adventures, and surprising secrets from long, long ago. Today, we're going to use a special key for a very special day, April 24th. It might seem like just another spring day, perfect for playing outside or drawing a picture, but it's so much more than that. It's a day packed with hidden history and wonderful happenings that change the world in small and big ways. Let's get our explorer hats on and our magnifying glasses ready. We are about to go on a time-traveling adventure together. We won't need a time machine with whizzing lights and beeping buttons. Instead, we'll use our imaginations to leap across years, decades, and even centuries. We'll discover things that happened on this exact day, April 24th, in different corners of our incredible planet. Are you ready to see how this one day is connected to giant libraries, beautiful flowers, and even the vast, sparkling universe? Let's turn the key and open the door to the past. It's going to be an exciting journey, I promise. Imagine all the people who have woken up on this day throughout history. A long, long time ago, a child might have looked out their window on April 24th and seen a world without cars or electricity. Another child, on another April 24th, might have heard the first ever radio show buzzing in their living room. Every tick of the clock on this day has been part of someone's story. These stories are like invisible threads that connect us all to the past, showing us how we got to where we are today. It's a giant, wonderful puzzle, and we get to put the pieces together. So get comfy and let your curiosity sparkle. What secrets do you think are waiting for us? Could there be a story about a brave knight, a clever inventor, or maybe even a talking animal? Well, perhaps not a talking animal, but the real stories are just as magical. We're about to find out what makes April 24th a day worth celebrating and remembering. The first stop on our adventure will take us to a place filled with more books than you could ever count. Let's go! Our first stop is in the United States, way back in the year 1800. On this very day, April 24th, something truly amazing happened. A group of important people decided to create a special library just for the leaders of the country. They called it the Library of Congress. Now you might be thinking, a library? We have those at school. But this wasn't just any library. It started as a small room with a few books, but it was the beginning of something gigantic. It was like planting a tiny seed that would grow into the biggest library in the entire world. Imagine a building so big that it has rooms filled with shelves that stretch for miles and miles if you laid them end to end. That's what the Library of Congress is like today. It has millions of books, maps, photos, and even comic books. On April 24th, 1800, the idea for this treasure chest of knowledge was born. It was created so that people making important decisions for the country could learn from all the clever ideas and stories written down in books. Isn't it amazing that such a huge, important place started on this exact day? Think about your favorite book. Where does it take you? To a magical castle, a distant planet, or on an adventure with talking animals? Books are portals to other worlds, and libraries are the buildings that hold all those portals. The creation of the Library of Congress was a promise that stories and knowledge were important and needed to be protected for everyone, forever. It's like the world's biggest collection of clues for understanding everything, from dinosaurs to how to bake a yummy cake. What kind of book would you look for in a library that big? So, every time you visit your school or town library, you can think of April 24th. You can remember that on this day, a very long time ago, a special decision was made that celebrated the power of reading and learning. It shows us that keeping stories safe is one of the most important jobs in the world. This single day helped make sure that incredible ideas and fantastic tales would never be lost, but would instead be shared with curious kids just like you for years and years to come. Now, let's zoom forward in time and blast off into outer space. On April 24th, 1970, something incredible happened. A country called China launched its very first satellite into space. A satellite is like a little robot that orbits or circles our Earth. This one was named Dongfang Hong 1, which means the East is Red One. For the very first time, a song from China was broadcast from the stars, traveling all the way from space down to radios on Earth. It was a huge achievement and a moment of great pride. But wait, The story gets even more interesting. On a different April 24th in 1981, another amazing space event happened. A Soviet cosmonaut, a space traveler from a country that was then called the Soviet Union, was working on a space station. His name was Vladimir Kovalyonok. While he was up there, floating high above the Earth, he did something quite special. He managed to grow a flower in space. It was a tiny orchid, and it was the very first flower to bloom outside of our planet. Can you imagine a little flower with its delicate petals growing inside a spaceship? This is so cool because growing plants in space is very, very tricky. There's no up or down like there is on Earth, and getting the right amount of light and water is a big challenge. By growing this flower, the cosmonauts showed that it might be possible for future space explorers to grow their own food on long journeys to other planets, like Mars. That little flower, which bloomed on April 24th, was a tiny green sign of hope for the future of space travel. It proved that life could find a way to thrive even in the most unusual places. So on this one day, April 24th, we have two amazing space stories. One is about sending a message across the world from the stars, and the other is about bringing a little piece of Earth's nature into space. It shows us that humans are always curious, always exploring, and always pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Whether we're sending songs or growing flowers, we're always reaching for the stars. What do you think would be the hardest part about watering a plant in zero gravity? So you see, April 24th isn't just a regular day, it's a day of giant libraries, space songs, and star-blooming flowers. We've traveled through time and across the globe, all by using the secret key of a single date. We learned that a decision made over 200 years ago helps us enjoy books today, and that experiments in space from decades ago are helping us plan for future adventures to other planets. Every event, big or small, leaves a little mark on the world, creating the amazing story of history that we are all a part of. History isn't just about famous kings and queens or big noisy battles, it's hidden everywhere. It's in the songs we sing, the food we eat, and the games we play. It's in the story of the first person to ride a bicycle, or the day the first ice cream cone was invented. Every single day on the calendar has its own collection of secret stories, just waiting for a curious explorer like you to come and find them. All you need is a little bit of curiosity and the courage to ask questions like, I wonder what happened on this day? What about your birthday? Have you ever wondered what other amazing things happened on the day you were born? Maybe a famous explorer discovered a new island, or a brilliant scientist made a world-changing discovery. You could be a history detective and find out. You can ask a grown-up to help you look it up online or in a book. You might be surprised by the incredible events you share your special day with. It's like finding out you have a secret connection to people and places from all over the world and all through time. The calendar on your wall is not just for keeping track of appointments and holidays. It is a map of 1,000,000 adventures. Each number is a doorway. Today, we open the door to April 24th, but there are 364 other doors waiting for you. So go on, be a time traveler, be a history detective, pick a date, any date, and see what wonders you can uncover. The world is full of stories, and you have the key to unlock every single one of them. What day will you explore next?